Hey there, everybody. Onurubu here. Back with 999. Last time we left off, me, Lotus 7... What am I saying? 7? Me, Lotus, Santa, and June solved the door, solved the mystery behind... I forgot. What is it? 5, 3, 6, 8... Door 4. So yeah, we went through door 4 and we solved the mystery behind... well, not... what am I saying mystery? We solved the escape room there. And we learnt a lot of interesting things. We had the whole talk with Santa about like hope, love, luck, faith, whatever he said. Yeah, hope, love, luck, and faith, and how he hates them. And we also had that extremely interesting talk with Lotus about I forgot the term she used for it, but you know when ideas are transmitted through the psychos and like through telepathic stuff. And I found it really interesting. I really liked the last episode. I don't know how relevant, and also the mummy stuff we talked with June. I don't know how relevant it's going to be to the rest of the game, but I really enjoyed those areas. Anyway, let's keep going.
Ah, another hallway.
Junpei, June, Lotus, and Santa stopped for a moment and looked at their surroundings. A short distance away, a metal grate extended across the width of the hallway.
Come on, open!
It's not going to open because you rattled it, you know.
Yep.
Damn it!
They took hold and shook, but it refused to move.
Look over here!
Nearby was a pair of elevators.
Elevators. And the buttons...
Don't work.
Of course they don't work.
The power must be out here too, just like by the staircase.
That leaves this door.
If I'm gonna give a fair bet that there's an escape room of some sort behind this door.
Well, looks like we don't have any choice.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well then, let's open it.
All right, here I go.
Junpei grabbed hold of the knob and quietly pushed the door open. He entered slowly, trying to take in as much of his surroundings as he could. Is this a kitchen? The others followed shortly.
Oh. So it's a kitchen.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Thanks for confirming my suspicions. Santa did not look pleased.
What were you expecting?
The exit?
Isn't it obvious? The exit? I was hoping this would be the way out of here.
My boy, for someone who fucking hates hope as much as you do, as you said in your own words, you seem to be hoping for quite a lot at the beginning of this game. Dude, let me just remind you, we're here. We're here right now. Dude, there's so much more to go. You're expecting an exit when we've gone through one numbered door.
You really think it'd be that easy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know. Still.
As they talked, Lotus headed deeper into the room. Till at last she stood in front of a door.
If we can just get through this door, we should come out on the other side of that grate we saw earlier.
Probably. Do you wanna vocalize this, Junpei? Would you like to say this out loud?
No good.
Why is the dialogue not matching what I'm reading? Neither Junpei nor Lotus look terribly happy.
Anyway, let's take a look.
What the fuck was that? Junpei dug the ship map from his pocket and spread it out in front of him. As he did...
Hey!
Oh, you never...
What's that?
No, but we never told them we found a map.
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you. I found this a little while ago. It's a map of the B deck.
Before Junpei could finish, Lotus snatched the map away from him.
Let me see that.
She ran her fingers across like muttering to herself.
I knew it. See? Look.
Yes, hold your horses.
Junpei did as he was told.
What did you figure out?
Santa and June moved over to look at the map as well.
This is handy.
See? We came in here. Now if we go out there, then we'll be on the other side of the grate.
With her finger, Lotus traced the path on the map.
How about that? She's right. We can get out through there.
There we go. Here, you can have it back.
Satisfied that she had been correct, Lotus folded the map and handed it back to Junpei.
Thanks.
Took it and slid the valuable piece of paper back into his pocket.
There's a card reader on the right side of the door.
And that means the key card is somewhere in here, right?
Yep. Escape room, boy.
That
This is how
seems
this
the most
game
likely.
works.
Alright, we know what we need to do then. Let's get moving. First off, I say we split up and look for clues.
Yes.
Okay.
Seek a way out. I get it now! I get why it says you found it after you beat the escape room. It's because you're seeking a way out. And then when you finish the escape room, it's like, you found it, as in you found a way out. I thought it was just like a weird translation, like you finished the escape room, it's like, you found it! I was like, now I get it, dude. It sort of makes sense. Still sounds a bit weird. Sort of makes sense. What is this? This looks like a serving table. I would imagine food is put here after it's prepared so that the waiters and waitresses can take it out to the customers. But something doesn't seem right here. Why are there so many plates? What do you mean? It's a fucking kitchen. And you even said it's maybe for a restaurant. Of course there's gonna be a lot of plates. A voucher, it says. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood dish F. Okay. Serving table. There's a voucher sitting on along with 4 different types of plates. Those 9 plates look pretty expensive. They're plates for appetizers. Remember, appetizers usually come on square plates. Okay, what Look, I don't fucking play this game to get reference to the 1980s legend as 1980s or 90s. I don't fucking know. I don't play this game for me to have references for a shit TV cartoon to be thrown back at me. However, if they are, I will do them. Okay. Well, excuse me, princess. There, are you happy, you fucking Legend of Zelda piece of shit? Serving table. There's a voucher. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm slightly more vulgar / angry this episode. I am slightly intoxicated. 1, 2, 3. There's 10 of them. Flip these over. They look like hats. In the middle is super deep for a plate. They're soup plates. They're made that way so that the soup doesn't spill. If you ever get out of here, you should treat yourself to a nice dinner out. What makes you think a poor college student has the money to do something like that? Okay, cool. So there's 9 appetizer plates. 9 appetizer plates. You need 10 meat dishes. Soup A. Is this hexadecimal again? And seafood dish F? Well, we'll see. I think there's 15 of these plates. I'm assuming they're for seafood. How the hell can you tell that? They look like just any other plate from the 99-cent store. If you ever take a lady out to dinner, you're gonna embarrass yourself. I feel sorry for June. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Why the hell are you bringing up June? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. I would agree with that. You are not terribly subtle. There's a bunch of little wavy ridges on this plate. Those plates are for serving meat. Cool. Ugh, you're really ignorant, aren't you? Come on, it's not like I need to know this crap. Gee, dude, you actually do though. It's for the puzzle you're solving. A countertop. We've got a rolling pin and a colander. Nothing useful, in other words. That's the exit. It's a big old iron plate over the door. I don't think we can open it. Hey, Santa. Could you open that door, please? What the hell? There's no way I could open that thing. Guess you're getting to that age where your arms start to go, huh? You better watch your mouth, boy, or someone won't live long enough to see that door opened. This has got the 2 of them on edge. Gotta get out of here and fast. There's a tank with a pipe coming out of it. Nothing really that special about it. Wow, this pot looks like it's made of silver. I bet drinking tea from this pot would be really yummy. Spending a day off with June, drinking tea. Such a day ever happened for me. Jumpy? Oh, nothing. We don't really need hot water, so we shouldn't be moving on. Maybe we'll need hot water, you don't know, dude. This is where we came from? No, it's not. Shelf has a white cloth on it. Cool. The shelf has a white cloth on it. Cool. Cheese. Ooh, what's this? Hey, there's something behind the cheese. You're right. Why don't we have move some of the cheese? Alright guys, time to move it. June and I need to look behind you. There's a little green bottle back there. Let's take it, boy. Olive oil. Olive oil. Oh look, cooking oil. You could probably use this to make something slippery. June. I don't know what you want to do with it. From the last episode, you were pretty thirsty there with Junpei. Not even subtle, like Junpei is the fucking one being shy and embarrassed. You're the one being like, ooh, Junpei. A number of cheeses lined up on the shelf. This is Gouda cheese. Ugh, I hate Gouda cheese. That's why, actually, that's the thing about Gouda cheese. I used to like it, but I had it so much that I started to dislike it. That's the thing, Gouda cheese is fine, it's perfectly good. However, there was a point of time where, like, every day, for school, maybe for like 3 or 4 months straight, every day, for 5 days of the week, for like 3 or 4 months straight, every single day, my mom would pack me Gouda cheese sandwich, like toasted Gouda cheese sandwiches. And I hated Gouda cheese often, I still do. Because I just had it every day and I was like, it still tastes disgusting. Not disgusting, I just don't like it. I love cheese, I usually love cheese. If you don't cut open the casing, it usually won't go bad. So you can store it at room temperature for quite a while. We can eat this? Most likely. I'm not hungry at all. It's hard to get hungry in a situation like this. There's milk in here. Milk in an iron barrel. Judging by the rust, it's probably really old. Maybe we shouldn't open it up. I don't think it'll be a pretty sight. I don't think it'll be a pretty smell either. I threw out some bad milk this morning, dude. It is fucking rank. It's a lot of notes. They've got that's a lot of fish. They've got a bunch of stuff written on them, but yo, what the fuck did it say? Why did it skip? It's like a bunch of instructions for using the cooking utensils. Nothing really suspicious about that. I think I skipped the line. Sorry if my intoxicated state is making this difficult to watch, bros. Maybe this table's for preparing food. There are plates everywhere. Whetstone. Whetstone? What are you planning to do with that? Oh shit, don't tell me you're gonna try and smash open a card reader. Are you an idiot? Do that, then we'll never get out of here. Oh, yeah, I guess that'd be bad, huh? This whetstone's only gonna be useful if we need to sharpen something. This bottle's old, but we might be able to use the oil inside for something. Maybe we could put on the old hag's face. Might help moisturize a little. Better off some of those wrinkles. How about we put it on your face and then light it on fire? I don't think cooking oil is not flammable, is it? I'm not sure. I don't think cooking oil is flammable. The sink. It's still got water in it. There's a couple plates in here, but I don't think they're gonna help us much. Sure? Sink with water in it. A couple plates in the water. Okay, cool. Alright, it's going. Do you think this... Alright, it's going. Do you think this... Wait, what? Sorry. Alright, it's going. Do you think this was all part of Zero's plan? Probably. Kinda hard to believe there's a chef on board somewhere. So we're gonna cook something, huh? Bro, don't swap me around without my consent. Oh, a countertop. There's a rolling pin and a colander here. Nothing useful. Yeah, we already had that. Trash can. Nothing inside of it. Oh, better than being full of rotten food, I suppose. Damn it, there's nothing in here. Hey Santa, digging through the trash really suits you. The hell did you say? Listen lady, I did you a favor. I knew you just pissed on Mullen, so I did it for you. Oh my. I don't recall asking you to do anything. Ah! I'm gonna throttle you. Excuse me, yo, what the fuck are we talking about? Does it feel cold in? I don't know. Dude, I don't know what that interaction was about, okay? Yeah, it's wrong, but not calling to nothing useful. Grab pots. Green sorry, cook something up for it. Notice you can actually cook. Who the hell do you think I am? You'd be better believe I know how to boil hot water and put in my instant noodles. And I can boil eggs too. Bro, cooking is a basic fucking human skill. Gonna run around holding that thing while you're looking for the dead? Hey man, it was just a joke. Why so serious? Don't, dude. Enough with the references. Look, there are some bottles of seasoning in here. An iron oven. It's pretty heavy duty. It's probably industrial quality. But you could cook anything with this. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Damn, I knew it. It's locked. Yeah, I could tell that from this thing, bro. This is the display area above the buttons. Looks like you can enter numbers into this thing. Is it an oven timer? Probably for entering a passcode. After all, the oven door is locked. My guess is that it'll open if you put in the correct code. Voucher at the end of the counter. This voucher doesn't match the number of plates on the table. It says appetizer 9, meat dish 10, soup A, seafood fish F, seafood dish F on the voucher. And the plates on the table are 9 appetizer, 16 meat, 10 soup, and 15 seafood. Maybe they're using hexadecimal here. That's what the fuck I said. And hexadecimal is, you learned it in the future, it's fine. It's a number system that goes 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 10, 11. Familiar with base 10, right? That's the normal system of numbers. Base 10 equivalent for hexadecimal numbers would go like this. A equals NB, or whatever. And 10 equals 16. 10 becomes 16 in base 10. I know it sounds strange, but you can think of it as just 6 letters added on the normal number system after 9. Yeah, got it. I think I get it. Hexadecimal, I wonder if it's some kind of hint. Yeah, maybe. Junpei, do you remember what I told you about the hexadecimal code earlier? Yeah, of course I did. So here's a little quiz for you. What would 9 plus F be in base 10? 24? That's right, good job, you're a fast learner. 9 plates after that. 9 is 9 even in hexadecimal and decimal. There are 10 soup plates, 10 is A in hexadecimal. There are 15 of these seafood plates, it says F on the voucher. There are 16 meat plates, 16 has 10 in hexadecimal. That is nuts. Setting table. Cool. Probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. If you put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Hey Junpei, don't you try it? Why don't you try entering numbers you found on the voucher earlier? The one that said, yeah, got it. Yes, convert the 10, yeah, got it. What? Huh? I'm confused. Yo, what? It's a bolt, and it's really rusty. Will this even open? We won't know till we try. Let's give it a shot. Right, let's see if we're gonna come out. Dude, Pride Month was in June. No dice. This bolt is rusted in place, so it won't budge. Of course, maybe if I put some oil on it. Hey! Just a little bit of oil and... Come on, you little son of a bitch! Whoa! Ah, yes, got you, you little bastard. You did it, Jumpy. You're so smart. You look cold in here. As Junpei, whoa, what the fuck did I just do? Oh, I forgot this menu existed. As Junpei walked into the room... What is this button there? Oh, okay, got it. As Junpei walked into the room, a blast of cold hair washed over him. Almost instinctively, he folded his arms tight across his chest, doing what he could to conserve body heat.
Oh, it's cold in here. What is this place?
Are you blind? It's a freezer.
Banner's teeth had already begun to clatter. Hardly surprising. The freezer was far too cold for someone dressed as he was. Otisar was in an even worse condition.
Oh, no way. That's way too cold for me.
Bruh, yeah, she's fucking wearing like a
I'll
bikini
freeze
and
solid in seconds. Sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to pass on this one. I'm going to leave the rest to you.
And with that, she ran out of the room. As Lotus left, June came in.
Oh, whoa. It's really cold in here.
White puffs of steam hovered in front of their faces as they talked. June had already started to shiver.
Hey, you don't need to be in here. You had a fever just a little bit ago. You should stay outside.
Yeah.
We got this.
No, I'm fine. My fever's gone now.
But
Junpei had scarcely opened his mouth. Sorry, I'm cleaning my glasses.
Huh?
Hello? What happened? Guys? When the thunderous sound of metal upon metal rang out from behind them, in unison they spun around to find that the door they had only recently come through had shut. Was closed. Oh god. Fear rushed to the door.
no! Why did it suddenly close?
And it's frozen. Desperately he grabbed the hold of the doorknob.
Ah!
It was cold beyond cold. Merely touching it was painful.
The knob's frozen!
But why?
They quickly deduced that the pipe next to the door had ruptured.
It looks like the pipe next to it broke, and...
Water released by the rupture had hit the door and frozen instantly. Santa shoved Junpei inside and pounded against the door.
Hey! Lotus! You're out there, right? Open the door!
Sure wasted no time in
What
responding.
do you want? What's going on?
The door won't open! Try opening it from that side, please!
Oh, fine. If you say so. Hold on.
Soon they could hear Lotus on the other side of the door. Then the grunting ceased and they could hear light panting as if from exhaustion.
It's no use. It won't budge. You've got more people in there. You figure it out.
Oh.
Dude, we'll figure it out of this mess. Look. Where's the button? What does this one do? Cool. Look, dude, there's so much. It continues, so it means we won't die here. It's fine, dude. Just lighten up.
God damn it.
Santa was shaking like a newborn deer. June was hugging herself and was shivering violently. Even Junpei, with the heaviest clothes of any of them, was clearly feeling the cold. Every breath they took, they could feel the cold working its way deeper and deeper into their bodies.
Anyway, let's find a way out. If we don't get moving, we're gonna be permanent residents.
I get that, bro. Let's go.
2 heads are better than none.
And we have 3.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just take a good look around this room, okay?
Cool.
Right.
They pushed in close to one another and began to search. Cool, let's find a way out, bro. There's just 2 screens, dude. How hard can this be? What is this? Water bottle. A water bottle. Yes, it is. It's an empty water bottle. The neck is pretty small. I don't think I can fit anything big in there. Sturdy rope. It's a rope. Wow, we could use it to attach something to something else, I suppose. There isn't anything else that looks useful. Dry ice. Dry ice? Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Explode? Yeah, didn't you do that in school? You should never underestimate the power of an expanding gas. Dry ice might be able to cause an explosion if you put in something airtight and make it melt. Bro, dude, fucking solid carbon dioxide. Junpei picked up the dry ice with his sleeve so as to avoid burning himself.
Dry ice is just frozen carbon dioxide, right?
Yeah, it's, as I just said, it's solid carbon dioxide. And when carbon dioxide goes from solid to gas, okay, carbon dioxide goes to sublimation. That's why it does not have a liquid phase. So it goes from solid to gas and gas to solid directly. It doesn't go through a liquid phase, my dude.
It is.
I wonder how warm it has to get for it to turn back into gas again.
Not much.
Hell if I know. How is that gonna help us anyway?
Oh, well, I figured we might be able to use it to get out of here.
They were about to move when June spoke up.
Carbon dioxide sublimation point is negative 109 degrees.
Thank you, sublimation, as I fucking said.
Any warmer than that, and it'll turn into gas. Any lower, and it becomes a solid.
Yeah, no liquid phase. Junpei looked at her, dumbfounded.
Oh, how do you know that?
Bro, I took chemistry last year for uni, because, well, you had to take chemistry, first year chemistry, to continue to second year bio. But anyway, they taught us this shit.
Despite my looks, I'm the the queen of random knowledge.
Bro, what the fuck is clean?
Looks bad to mess up when you're showing off.
Argle mouth. Same. Argle mouth, bro.
Oh, you're so cold your mouth's going numb?
Yeah, that's right.
Same.
You're just doing that on purpose, aren't you?
Yeah, she is. June giggled and did her best to hide her guilt. At least she was still feeling good enough to joke around, Junpei told himself.
Come on, guys. Don't you think that's kind of weird?
Nah,
I
dude.
wonder why it doesn't turn into a liquid first.
Bro, we fucking told you it's sublimes! Santa was now shivering at an astounding rate, but his curiosity seemed unaffected. Junpei. I learnt this last year in first year uni, but I forgot as well. Let's learn.
It is kind of weird.
June answered.
But it can turn into a liquid.
Under extreme pressure.
Carbon dioxide turns to liquid if you put it under high enough pressure.
I remember that. Under extreme pressure, bro. I know this shit.
At 1 atmosphere, normal air pressure.
I don't think we're at 1 atmosphere here. It should be slightly
It
higher.
won't turn into a liquid, right?
Yep.
That's right. Instead of melting, it'll do what's called sublimating and change immediately from a solid state to a gaseous one.
It'll change immediately from a solid state to a hard drive.
See, that is weird. Water's a liquid between 32 degrees and 212 degrees.
What the fuck? Oh, these guys are fucking using Fahrenheit. Don't use Fahrenheit!
Why isn't that the case for carbon dioxide?
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Different chemicals have different boiling and melting points. June replied with an answer that stumped both
There's
of
a
them.
kind of ice that doesn't turn into liquid when it goes above 32 degrees.
Huh?
I heard about it. Its melting point is 96 degrees.
Okay, look, look, I don't know if I'm opening my Google on my phone right now, because Fahrenheit to Celsius. Because I don't know what, don't have a point of reference for what the fuck they're talking about. So 32 is 0. Got it. So 212, is that what thing said? So 212 is 100, that's what Santa said. So 96 is 30, like 35.5 recurring, so that's 36. You can round it up to 33. So that's 36, that's body, like, just below body temperature.
Ice with a melting point of 96 degrees?
You mean there's water that freezes at 96 degrees?
Yeah?
Yeah, well, you could also look at it as ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees.
Oh, it freezes at 96 degrees, huh? Ice that won't melt until it's 96 degrees. Junpei was cold as hell. It was a strong. He did his best by he did his best to warm up. By rubbing his arm and stamping his feet, then he put the question to June.
So what's this ice with a melting point of 96 degrees called?
I heard it's called Ice-9.
Oh god, that's so fucking dumb. Dude, if this is real, dude, okay, look, I got the Google open. Because I did the Fahrenheit to Celsius shits. Now, Ice-9. Let's see if this is real, if this is some shit that Zero Escape came up with. There's no fucking results in Google, bro. Yeah, Ice-9 isn't a real thing.
Ice-9?
It's like Strike 9, like the poison.
Originally, Ice-9 was a made-up substance invented by a science fiction author. But recently, scientists have discovered that such a substance actually exists.
Nice.
Wait, hold up. So is this thing called Ice-9, or is it water?
Like I said, if the ice is over 96 degrees, it'll be liquid. If it's under that, it'll solidify.
Bro, I get that, but what is it? Is it water or not? Like when it's a liquid, is it water? What fluid is it, bro?
So, you could think of it as a polymorph of H2O.
Oh, okay.
Here, think of it like diamonds and graphite.
Ah, got it. That actually makes a good sense.
They're both made of carbon, right?
Heat, yeah. Diamonds and graphite both made of carbon, but they're made up of different carbon chains.
But depending on the structure of the crystallization, the hardness and structure are completely different.
So you're saying normal water and this Ice-9 are like that?
Yep.
Does that have to do with the hydrogen bonds between those chemicals? She
Have
wasn't
you heard the
finished.
story about the crystallization of glycerin?
No?
For 150 years after the discovery of glycerin, people cooled it, warmed it. They did all sorts of things to it. But whatever they did, it never crystallized. However, one day in 1920, some glycerin on its way to England by ship was discovered to have crystallized during the trip. Scientists around the world wanted to research this new crystallized form of glycerin and asked for seeds.
Seeds?
Oh, a seed is a sample of the original crystallized substance.
Oh, okay.
With a seed crystal, further crystallization of glycerin would be easy.
Ugh. Ah, I just hit my knee. Look, I don't know. I don't know how this recording's gonna sound, because I'm pretty out of it, but I'm having fun.
However, something very strange happened.
Yeah, what was that?
Not only did the glycerin encouraged by seed crystals begin to crystallize, even the samples nearby did, even though they were tightly sealed.
Bro, this sounds like... This just sounds like poop, dude. This sounds not true.
And it didn't end there.
I wanted to believe this like this is a real story and not just something Zero Escape made up, but this sounds like poop now.
After that day, it doesn't matter where in the world it is. All glycerin crystallizes naturally when cooled to less than 64 degrees.
Okay, wait, didn't we actually... No. Being serious. Didn't we hear a story like this in one of the other routes? I forget. Not with glycerin maybe, but... No, we heard a story exactly like exactly like this. We heard a story... Ah! Oh, I just hit my toe. Oh, fuck. No, but shit. No, we heard a story exactly like this in one of the other paths.
Before that day, no matter how glycerin was cooled, it refused to crystallize.
Actually, wait, I haven't been timing this recording like usually. I forgot. Sorry, it's gonna be silent for a bit. It's okay, cool. It's been 34 minutes. Cool. Start timing it now.
But once the crystallization had begun, it was almost like... How do I put it?
How do you put it?
It was almost like all the glycerin in the world was communicating.
Is this just the thing that we heard in the other path? As well as what fucking Lotus was speaking about in the last episode.
Communicating in some way that we can't sense. And now it's happening everywhere.
Junpei. Was honestly kind of impressed, bro. Was honestly impressed, bro. It was in fact a pretty interesting story.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. But, what does that have to do with Ice-9?
To his surprise,
What she's saying is that it's a lot like Ice-9. What happened, I mean.
was Santa and not June who answered.
A lot like? Oh, that would be bad. If water everywhere started freezing at 96 degrees?
Dude, that would be shit.
Man.
It'd be the end of the world.
Yep. Junpei felt that Santa might not be treating the idea of the end of the world with the proper concern.
At any rate, we're not gonna have to worry about the end of the world unless we can get out of here pretty damn quick.
He was right. Junpei shivered.
Alright guys, I think that's enough of that.
Cool.
I didn't think we'd get quite this far off topic. I know I'm kinda at fault here, but we can't be screwing around anymore. So seriously, I might go by the name Santa right now, but I didn't grow up in Iceland.
Santa's from Turkey, where I'm from. Bro, Santa, Saint Nicholas is... dude, just because it's fucking Iceland and it's cold doesn't mean Santa originates from here. But I get the joke, it's a good joke, dude.
I freaking hate the cold.
I can't relate, bro. I hate the warmth.
So let's get cracking, alright? We gotta find a way out of here.
Yep, let's go. Santa stomped off, clearly doing his best to pretend the cold wasn't affecting him.
Selfish, isn't he?
Still, Santa was right, and it was high time they got back to their search.
Ice-9 is interesting and all, but we can discuss it more once we get out of this freezer.
Yep. Junpei looked at June, nodded, and resumed his search of the room. Nothing else in here. Cool. Nothing else in there. There's some frozen meat up there. Looks like pork. Huh? Also, looks like a tag or something. Jumpy, is this a slip of paper in that meat? I think there's something written on here, but I can't read it like this. If we try and pull it out, it'll probably rip. Need to defrost that. Don't think we're gonna be doing that in this room. Okay. We'll do that on the stove in the other room. Everything's frozen in here. Doesn't look like there's anything else interesting. All covered with frozen food, nothing special about that. Hey Junpei, did you find some dry ice earlier? Yeah? There's warm water coming out of that pipe. Warm water and dry ice? What do you think would happen if we put that stuff in a sealed container together? There's water dripping from this pipe. Looks like when the pipe burst, the water hit the doorknob and froze it in place. This water actually seems almost warm. Warm water flowing from the pipe. Yes, I'd like some, please. Do I have to combine these two first? Bro, how the fuck do I combine them? Warm water flowing from the pipe. How do I make the dry ice smaller? What is that? Nothing there. More water flowing from the pipe. No luck. It's too hard. I can't break it. Too much mist to see what's going on the other end. This thing is covering something. It's frozen solid. I can't flip it over. It's a thin pipe. Warm water flowing from the pipe. Cool. Bro, what the fuck do I do? How do I crush the dude? How do I crush the dry ice? The rope? How do I crush it? Dude, how the fuck do I crush this thing? Frozen chicken. It's really hard. It's frozen stiff. Hey Jin, can you say that again? Eh? Say it again. It's really hard. Again. It's really hard. Thanks. Something wrong, Junpei? Face is bright red. Nothing, I'm fine. If it's that hard, you can probably use it as a hammer. Yeah, good point. Maybe you can use it to break something. Okay, so that's how I crush it with. Junpei, it's not the fucking time to be horny here, bro. Jumpy, it's really hard. It's like a hammer. Maybe we can use this to crush something. Yeah, the dry ice, bro. Alright, the dry ice is all in pieces now. Dry ice crumbled. Wow, you crushed it up real good. You should be able to get into anything you want now. Can't you make that stuff cause an explosion if you seal it in something that's airtight? Yeah, so we combine the water bottle with the dry ice. I'm gonna put the pieces of the dry ice in the water bottle. The water bottle with dry ice in it. So you put the dry ice in the water bottle, Jumpy. It explodes, it could... yeah, something. So how are we gonna get it to stay against the doorknob? Sturdy rope. Yeah, got it. Let's just tie a rope on here. Water bottle bomb. Hey, why don't we use that rope to tie the bottle onto the doorknob? We just have to put some water in it, and if we can give it a good whack with something, kaboom! It'll explode and break the ice off the door. Then what are we waiting for? I can't take this cold any longer. Warm water dripped from the ruptured pipe near the door.
Put water into the bottle with dry ice. And make sure the lid's closed. Now I just have to put this makeshift bomb on the doorknob. Alright, that's set. So, what do we do now?
We just need to give it a little, tap. The bottle's already about to pop.
Throw the
If we
whetstone
just
at
throw a
it.
rock or something at it, it'll go off all on its own.
Throw a whetstone at it.
A small rock. Huh. A small rock.
Junpei looked down at the floor. Scattered across him a piece of dry ice left over from the larger chunk he'd crushed earlier.
Alright, this ought to do the trick.
Okay, so not the whetstone. Pulled his sleeve down over his hand to keep from getting burned and grabbed the chunk of dry ice.
Ah, some dry ice, huh? Not a bad idea.
It was pretty good size, about as big as a pool
Alright
ball.
guys, stand back. Actually, we should probably hide somewhere.
Where exactly do you expect us to hide?
Both Santa and June looked at him with new concern.
There isn't really anywhere big enough.
Bro.
Yeah, there is. Look, right here. We can hide in there.
Hide in the fucking trap door.
Come on, get inside, quick.
Santa and June nodded and jumped down into the hole. Junpei quickly followed. His hand, he could feel the chill of the frozen carbon dioxide even through his sleeve. Tightened his grip, took aim, and prepared to throw.
Alright, here I go. 3,
2...
4...
What?
5!
What the fuck are you doing,
You're counting
bro?
the wrong way.
Oops.
That is a really sad excuse for a joke, man.
Sorry, dude. Alright, for real this time. You guys ready?
Junpei reminds me of myself.
Yes, whenever you're ready.
Just throw the damn thing.
Alright, here I go. 3,
2, 1.
1.
Junpei threw the chunk of dry ice as hard as he could. With the same motion, he ducked down into the cellar with Santa and June, just as... Junpei leapt up out of the cellar and ran to the door.
Jumpy! The ice on the door! Is it gone?
Yeah, it's gone.
Fuck yeah, bro.
The blast must have shattered it.
Yes. All right. Let's see if it opens.
Junpei grabbed the doorknob and pushed with all his might. The door gave way easily and all three of them tumbled out of the freezer at once.
Hooray! We're out!
Nice, bro. That was cool. Actually, I like that mini puzzle. June, relieved, collapsed onto the floor.
Move!
Santa shoved past Junpei and ran straight to the grill. She immediately grabbed.
Oh, god damn it! Hot, 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 hot! Fuck!
Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Proceeded to kick the grill in a futile but amusing fit of rage.
Well, you did just grab the grill. What did you think would happen? Hey, where's Lotus?
Took Junpei only a moment to find her. She was sitting on the counter, idly scratching her chest.
Ooh, welcome back. I was starting to get tired of waiting for you guys.
With a great yawn, Lotus lowered herself off the counter. Junpei clenched his teeth and walked toward her.
What were you doing?
What do you mean, what was I doing? I was waiting.
Dude, what the fuck do you expect her to
We
do?
were gonna die!
Oh, yeah? But you didn't. So everything worked out alright, didn't
No, dude, Junpei, I'm not on your side in this one. What the fuck were you expecting her to do?
What the hell?
Ah, my foot.
it? Just kidding. It might not look like it, but I was really worried.
Oh, don't give me that crap!
Whoa, what was my headset doing?
I'm telling the truth. I mean, if you died, then I'd be in trouble too.
Sorry, I punched my
If
microphone.
you died, then I'd be stuck here, and I'd die too.
Yep.
I did all I could. I even looked around to see if there was anything I could use to pry open the door. But I couldn't find anything. So, all I could do was wait. I mean, what else did you want me to do? Call the cops?
Dude, I'm on Lotus' side on this one. Dude, there's nothing else you can fucking do. Junpei, stop being so angry. It was true that there wasn't much you could have done, but something about her tone. Junpei gritted his teeth.
Fine. But there's one thing I have to ask you.
Yeah, what's that?
What's that?
You didn't close the door, did you?
What? You think I closed the door on you? Why would I do something like that? It closed on its own.
Yeah, I believe it.
I told you before, if you die, then I die too.
Yeah, I guess so.
It seemed that an accident was the only explanation for the door's closure, or it's meant to close by itself.
If she'd really wanted to kill us, all she had to do was bar the door from the outside. But she didn't. Well, she didn't do anything. She's only lazy, or negligent at least, not an attempted murderer.
Junpei swallowed his anger and did his best to apologize.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I doubted you.
Oh, yes, well that's all right. As long as you understand.
Lotus looked away and twirled her hair between her fingers. His vengeance against the girl complete, Santa swaggered back toward Junpei and Lotus.
Hey, no more screwing around, you two. Break time's over.
Got it.
Especially for you, lady. You've just been sitting on that fat ass of yours while we were freezing to death.
Bro, I don't know when this game was made, when in like 2010, 11? Bro, I don't know what fucking era you're from, but fat asses are all the fucking rage in 2019.
How rude! I was plenty busy.
Yeah. How about you put all that energy into something besides bitching? Let's go.
Cool, let's go defrost the steak, boy. It's the grill. There it is. Guess I'll put the meat on the grill. Hey, what are you doing? What are you gonna do if the paper burns? Come on, it'll be fine. I mean, it's not like it's gonna burn right away, right? Just gotta keep an eye on it and the paper will be fine. But they can argue all they want. I'm gonna keep an eye on this pork. Well, looks like it's about time. I'm gonna try taking the paper out. Jumpy, be careful. Sweet of her to care, but I know what Ouch! See? I told you. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hurry up and take the paper out. It's not coming out. This thing's frozen stiff. I can't get it out. So are we gonna have to cut the meat? Yeah, it looks that way. Well, I've checked everywhere! I don't know where I'm gonna get a knife, bro. Oh, okay, cool. I guess I didn't just... Guess I never clicked on that canvas there. Ah, rusty knife.
A rusty knife? I don't think we'll be able to use it while it's like this.
Ah, we have a whetstone, bro. This knife seemed important, Junpei thought, but it wasn't gonna be much use the way it was.
It's futile.
Futile?
What?
You know, a waste, useless, pointless.
Oh. Any particular reason you wanted to bring that up?
Oh, no reason really. I was just thinking about futility.
Huh?
Wasn't making much sense. Junpei tried rephrasing his question.
Why were you thinking about futility?
Last she answered.
Well, it has something to do with the Titanic.
Hmm?
The Titanic?
Yep. Have you ever heard the story that the sinking of the Titanic was predicted?
Yeah, dude, I'm sure when the Titanic launched, many newspapers were like, big ship, it's gonna sink, bro.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. There was a novel that had a bunch of stuff in it that described the sinking of the Titanic before it actually sank.
Okay, I do not know about that one.
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't know about that one.
The title of the novel is Futility.
Okay, I didn't know about this.
It was written 14 years before the Titanic sank. But
what?
I know. I mean, I didn't know the name of the book, but... The story was the same, right? It was just like what happened on the Titanic?
yeah,
Well, I heard it was all a hoax.
a hoax?
I heard that the stuff that matched up to the Titanic so well was actually added after it sank.
Sounds like something people do.
Apparently, the only thing that was the same originally was that a boat ran into an iceberg and sank.
But the novel was published in 1898, 14 years before the accident.
Like I said, that was the first print of the book.
Yeah, they can change shit in, like, future prints.
14 years later, the author heard about what happened to the Titanic. He figured that was his chance, you know?
Makes sense. Yeah, I agree with Junpei. Makes sense.
He just went back and changed some stuff in his novel. So that it matched the Titanic exactly.
Surprised by Junpei's response, June seemed rather taken aback.
Really?
Yes. I mean, dude, people can fucking go back and change this shit in a novel. I'm sure this guy made like a general statement saying like, oh, there's gonna be a ship that runs in an iceberg and dies, and then Titanic happens and it's like, oh, you see, I predicted right, and then he goes back and changes for the second print, things to be more accurate. Like general, like a ship running into an iceberg isn't that much of a like a far off thing. It isn't like something that's so like weird to predict. You get what I'm saying?
Really? There's no such thing as premonitions or any of that stuff.
Dude, that can be argued. For a moment, June looked very unhappy. More so than Junpei thought was normal for such a discussion. But it lasted for only a moment. With no apparent reason, she suddenly looked up at him, alarmed. But what, bro?
That wasn't the only book that predicted the Titanic sinking.
It wasn't?
Yep.
Tell me.
There were 2 other similar stories written by a man named William Thomas Stead.
William Thomas Stead. This name seems familiar, actually, for some reason.
Both of them before the accident.
Okay, tell me more.
One in 1886 and one in 1892. Stead wrote 2 stories that had striking similarities to the Titanic disaster. In one, 2 ships collided. Many of the passengers died because there weren't enough lifeboats. In the other, a ship collided with an iceberg and sank.
2 ships colliding doesn't seem that realistic.
I don't know. I mean, I'll give you that it seems a little weird, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't too uncommon for ships to hit icebergs back in the day.
Yeah.
Or even other ships.
I doubt the second one. Ships hitting icebergs does not actually sound that surprising to me, or so unlikely. Ships hitting other ships, maybe not.
Right, I knew you'd say that. But what if Stead had some sort of special powers? To be more specific, what if he had the ability to do automatic writing?
What the fuck is automatic writing?
What? Automatic writing? Wait, are you talking about when someone's possessed by a spirit and then they write a bunch of stuff without knowing what they're writing?
Yes.
What do you mean, yes? That stuff's a load of bull. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, that automatic writing isn't a total load. These guys still couldn't have predicted the sinking of the Titanic.
Yes.
When this Stead dude wrote his thing, nobody had died on the Titanic yet.
Exactly.
So if automatic writing is about being possessed by dead people, who the hell possessed him so he could write that stuff?
I was gonna say, fucking spirits from the Titanic that died in the future came back to the past so he could write about it and try to protect people from dying.
That's not it.
What's not it?
Stead wasn't possessed by a spirit. He was doing the possessing.
Huh?
Oh. What are you smoking?
Dude, that's a line I did not expect in this game.
William Thomas Stead was a passenger on the Titanic. He just wrote down what he saw with his own eyes 20 years before it happened.
He saw into the future and possessed a person on the Titanic. He decided it was probably best to say nothing. What June was saying was insane and utterly absurd. If you tried to take what she was saying seriously, you'd go mad. Junpei smiled uncomfortably.
Why don't we talk about this some other time?
Yeah,
okay?
dude, it's not the time.
Huh? But...
Voice trailed off as you glanced at the floor,
Come on,
troubled.
let's get back to it.
Yeah, let's go. Pit tapped June gently on the shoulder and awkwardly reached around her to pick up the knife from the box. That's tonight. We're really in trouble. I know I'm just repeating myself, but this really is a futility moment. The blade is so rusty. Yeah, I know. We can't cut a damn thing with a knife like this. And if we're gonna cut anything, we're probably gonna have to sharpen the knife. Look, okay, so wait. How the fuck do we get onto the Titanic bullshit from just this rusty knife? Maybe I'll use a whetstone to sharpen the knife. The little knife is getting sharper by the second. I should be able to cut something pretty good with this knife. Cool. Wow, it's so shiny. Did you just sharpen it, Jumpy? Yep. Now I can use it to cut something soft. Now let's go cut the meat, boys. Alright, now that I've sharpened the knife, yes, I cut the pork. That's a great line. That's a good line. I like that line. Awesome, Junpei. Now I can cut out the paper. C plus 10 plus F. Faulkner. C plus 10 plus F. Do you think that's some sort of code? So C would be 12 plus 10. 12 plus 10 is 22. Plus 22 plus 15 is 37. Damn it, they're just screwing around. Junpei, do you know what C and F stands for? think maybe it means corporate finance. No, I do not. I think it's hexadecimal. So it was clever and funny. It's probably what you're supposed to use to enter the password. Maybe put in the right number, it'll open the oven door. Junpei, maybe the note you found earlier. Yeah, I know. You know how to use those numbers? I think E is for enter and C is for clearing. So basically, when I'm ready to submit my answer, I press E. If I screw up, I just press C, right? Lotus nodded. Alright, let's give it a shot. Forgot the code. C plus 10 plus F. So let's try 37. No, 37. Cool. So C is 12, 10, 15. Oh, it's 3 digits. What the fuck? Huh? This is weird. Hey, you just punch in random numbers, aren't you? Maybe we just enter it like it said in the hint. Ah, shut up. Just shut up. Oh, what am I doing? C plus 10 plus F. It says C plus 10 F plus F on the... C is... 12 plus 16 is 12 plus 16 is 28 plus 28 plus 15 is 38 plus 5, which is 43. This one is, yeah. Nice, dude. I forgot the tens and hexadecimal as well. Sounds like metal is falling. Well, I guess that went well. Yeah, the door opened. Good job, Jumpy. What is this? Saturn keycard. It's like a lowercase h, but the line through it is throwing me off. It's the symbol for Saturn. I remember there was an elevator next to the main staircase. Wasn't there a mark like this on the card reader next to it? Oh yeah, I remember that. Guess that means this card ain't gonna help us get out of this room then. I'm not sure. Why don't we just try it out? Let's go. Oh, not the girl. You found it, boys. Yes, I think it's unlocked now. You did it, Jumpy. Let's get out of here. Yes, let's go. You found it.
I think we've been...
Oh, we have. A little great stretch from wall to wall. And that's where I'm entering it, guys. Oh, I enjoy, dude, I'm enjoying this alternate path a lot. This alternate path is really fucking interesting. What is this unlocked stuff? I'm confused. Anyway, this alternate path is really, really interesting. I'm enjoying it a lot. These puzzles were really fun. Like, these puzzles were really, really fun. I enjoyed them a lot. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'm sorry if my intoxicated state threw some people off, and I'm glad if some people enjoyed it, because I like doing this episode. I'm wobbling right now, bro. I'm just swirling in my chair. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. I'm just gonna probably eat something quick and then record right after this episode again. So I'm gonna be experiencing some of the after effects of this stuff right now. See you, boys. Bye. Wait, what am I? Wait. What am I doing? Bye.